Welcome to Prime Cyber Insights. I am Aaron Cole, and joining me today is Lauren Mitchell. We have a fascinating show lined up regarding a very deceptive new browser threat. But first, I am thrilled to welcome our guest, Chad Thompson. Chad brings a unique systems-level perspective on AI, automation, and security, blending technical depth, real-world experience, and creative insight drawn from engineering and music production.
It is great to have you here, Chad. I'm Lauren Mitchell, and I'm particularly interested in how we can translate these complex technical threats into something organizations can actually defend against. Today's main story involves a campaign dubbed ClickFix, where attackers are using fake ad blocker extensions to essentially hold a user's browser hostage through intentional crashes.
Thanks for having me, Lauren. When I look at things like ClickFix, I see it as a failure of the system of trust. In music production, you're constantly managing signal and noise. Here, the attackers are creating noise, the browser crash, to trick the user into accepting a malicious signal as the fix. It's a clever, albeit malicious, piece of engineering.
Exactly. The technical execution is what's really diabolical, Lauren. These fake extensions actually trigger a browser crash. Once the browser fails, it presents a fake fix-it button. When the user clicks it, it copies a malicious PowerShell command to their clipboard and instructs them to paste it into a terminal. It bypasses traditional file-based detection because the user is the one executing the code.
That's what makes it so dangerous from a resilience perspective, Aaron. It exploits the user's desire to restore their workflow. Chad, from a systems level, how do we start automating a defense against a threat that relies so heavily on human intervention and legitimate system tools like PowerShell?
The key is shifting the focus from the what to the how. We can train AI models to look for these behavioral sequences. A browser crashing followed immediately by a request to execute a clipboard-based script is a highly anomalous state. If we look at this as an engineering problem, we need to build circuit breakers into the operating system that recognize when a user is being prompted to bypass security protocols in a panic.
I like that analogy of circuit breakers. It moves us away from just telling users don't click that to building environments where the click itself is mitigated. Lauren, how do you see this impacting the privacy landscape, especially if these extensions are also harvesting data before they crash the system?
That's notable. If the extension is already in the browser, it has access to the DOM and can scrape sensitive information. By the time the ClickFix crash happens, the privacy breach might already be complete. We need to be much more authoritative about extension management within the enterprise. We can't treat browser add-ons as minor utilities. They are high-privileged entry points.
And that ties back to the automation piece. We can use automated auditing to compare extension behavior against known safe patterns. Just like in engineering, if a component starts consuming resources it shouldn't, or triggering crashes, the system should isolate it automatically before the user is even aware there's a problem.
This has been a masterclass in looking at threats through a wider lens. Chad, thank you for sharing your insights today. It's clear that as attackers innovate with social engineering, we have to innovate with systems-level thinking. I'm Aaron Cole, and thank you for tuning in to Prime Cyber Insights.
And I'm Lauren Mitchell. Remember that digital resilience starts with understanding the systems we use every day. We'll see you in the next episode. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.